Hey everybody, it's Colby. I'm an aspiring fantasy and science fiction author if you've never seen me before. If you have, welcome back. I'm on a little stroll right now and there's something I've been thinking about and been doing a lot lately, so I wanted to talk with you guys about it and get your thoughts. I've somewhat recently, finished a novel that I'm really proud of, that I think is good, and that I am querying to agents, trying to get some representation, hopefully someday get that book deal. Right now I'm pursuing traditional. I might switch that up to self-publishing. We'll see how things go. Anyway, the thing I wanted to talk about is pitching your book. So to all my relatively new authors out there, or even people who are published but maybe are uncomfortable pitching your book, I'm curious, how do you guys go about it if a stranger or even like a friend or family member asks you, like, what's your book about? I have some thoughts about it that I wanted to share. I think something that's super important is first knowing the audience. Basically, that person that's asking you, do they read the genre that your book is in? Basically, are they your target audience? So usually when people ask if they're a friend or a family, but I don't know their reading habits, I say, well, do you read fantasy? And then if they say yes, then I'll do my 2-sentence elevator pitch, which I think the more you do it, the better you're gonna get at it. I highly suggest practicing it to your significant other if you have one, or just either to yourself, literally in the mirror. The more you say it, the more comfortable you're gonna get with it, the better it's gonna get. So for me, in this book, which is called Providence Unbound, my 2-sentence elevator pitch is: the prophecy is broken, and now the wrong man must save the world. Now, that's for someone who reads fantasy regularly, because they're gonna hear that and know what kind of vibe that is. They're gonna know what kind of book that is. For someone who doesn't read fantasy, let's say I ask, well, do you read fantasy? No, not really, but I still wanna hear about it. So I will usually do my pitch like this. Well, Harry Potter or Lord of the Rings, right? And almost always they say yes. I say, those stories are a classic fantasy story that involve a prophecy. There's usually a chosen one and some mentor figure. And at some point in the prophecy, usually the mentor figure has to die in order for the chosen one to then go on and complete the prophecy. Usually everyone's like, oh yeah, that makes sense. So I say, my story turns that on its head. When that moment comes, instead of the mentor dying, the hero, the chosen one, chooses to sacrifice himself. And now the hero's dead, the mentor remains, the prophecy is broken, the world is still coming to an end, and now the mentor has to pick up the pieces and figure out how to save the world, even though he was never meant to. So that's the long-winded pitch. Sometimes I'll give that to my fantasy fellow readers if they ask for it. But I suggest practicing. I think that's something that will help you over time get better at that. So I'm curious, for all of you authors out there, have you guys had to pitch your book? I've had to do mine a lot more recently because I started sending it out to friends and family, which just spreads the word. And then I saw a bunch of family over this weekend and they were all asking about it. So I got a lot of practice in, which I think is a good thing. So have you guys had to do it? Have you practiced doing it? Are you uncomfortable when you do it? Because that's another big thing. If you seem excited, they're gonna seem excited. But if you seem shy and nervous, which I think is the natural thing, then they're gonna subconsciously feel not as confident about it. I'm not sure if that's true, but that's how I perceive it. But even with people I'm very comfortable with, it's still hard to feel really confident in your pitch. But the more you practice, the better you get. But all right, that's it, guys. Just wanted to share that thought. I'll see you next time.